Hello everyone. In this video, we're trying to find the output for this code. But before solving for this question, we should be knowing few concepts such as what is preprocessor and what is precedence and associativity rule. What is the flow of a C program? So whatever the program that we write, that is program say here hello.c, that will be given to a preprocessor. A preprocessor is also a program. The main aim of the preprocessor is to identify the line that start with the hash. The hash is called as a preprocessor directives. So it will identify the line that is starting with the hash and it will resolve that with a pure high level language. Now so, after resolving that, that code will be given to that is expanded or pure high level language will be given to a compiler. The compiler, what will we do whenever it now this will compile the code. While compiling the code, it will not notice any line of the program that is starting with hash statement. Now this compiling will produce an assembly code. Compiler will produce an assembly code. This assembly code will further given to assembler. Now assembler, what will doing will is assembler will produce an object code. Object code will further given to a linker. Linker will produce an executable code, and that will be given to a loader, and hence our execution of the program will be completed there. Okay, we will be learning about hash include and hash define. What is a hash? So what is hash include? What is hash include? So hash, now this is a preprocessor directives. Hash is a preprocessor directive and include is a preprocessor command that what action it has to perform, and that is header file. So there we can write various functions, various header files are there. So we can include various header file depending on the need, and if we want to make our own header file, that also we can do. So how can we include our own header file? For including our own header file, what we should do, we should save our the file name as .h extension. Let us say we want to make a calculator. In the header file, we'll be implementing the calculator. If we write this program into the header file as calculator.h, so whenever we want to include hash include this calculator data, this functionality will be included in that program. How it will be included, let us see. Let's include the calculator.h in our program. Hash include, this is stdio.h. This is for standard input and output. Hash include. Hash include calculator. See the calculator.x. If this file is saved at a place where this stdio are saved, so we can include this as an angular file, as angular braces. If that file is not saved at the stdio.file location, what we can do is we cannot give an angular braces. Use this function int main. What are the function that we have given? The function that we have given were add. Let us pass the value as 2, 5. Then we have given sub. Let us pass the value as 5, 3. Then we have given as multiplication mul. So let us pass the value as 2, 5, and let us complete this. So the output for this program will be, it will program sum is 2 plus 5, that a minus b is 2, and this will print a into b is 5 to the 10. Now let us study about hash define. Hash define, and this and so hash is a preprocessor directive. This is a preprocessor directive. Hash and define is a directive. This is a preprocessor command, and this is called as macro. This is called as a macro, and this is called as a character sequence. This is called as a, okay, so this is a preprocessor the preprocessor command. This is a macro and this is a character sequence. So if we write hash define pi 3.142, what it means is wherever in the program we write pi, the preprocessor will resolve that pi as 3.142. So let us write one program. Hash define pi is 3.42 int main float radius, let it be 2.5, and area. So area is equals to pi r square, and printf area is percentage f area. So what the preprocessor will be doing is, wherever in the code, okay, the first when the execution of the program starts, the preprocessor will search for the line that start with the hash statement hash. So it will read this and then it will start the execution of this line, and in the execution of this, what it will notice is this pi is written. So wherever in the program pi is written, that will be resolved as 3.142. so this pi will be resolved as 3.142, whatever the value is 3.142, and the program will be executed. Okay, so here we can write a character sequence, and there are various multiple way that we can make use of this hash define pi. Let us see the other code for hash define this. So again, when the preprocessor will notice this hash statement, it will resolve this name with this bcdef. So in the program where the name is written, so this will be resolved with, for it will first print my name is, and this name will be resolved as bcdef. So program for output for this will be my name is bcdef. Okay, the precedence and the associativity rule. Okay, so this is the decreasing order of the precedence, and this is the associativity, that is from left to right. First let's start with this. Okay, this is for functions, this is for arrays, this is for accessing the element, that will be studying later. This is the associative for this is left to right. Now this is unary operator, this is not, this is one's complement, this is plus plus, that is if you write a plus plus, this becomes post increment. If you write plus plus a, this becomes pre increment. Okay, so this is minus minus, minus minus is for, again if you write a minus minus, pre decrement. Sorry, this is post decrement. If you write minus minus a, this become pre decrement. And this is plus minus, unary operators plus minus, and this is mainly for pointers, and this to access the address of any operand or variables. So this is type, defines the type, and the size of an operator, okay, type, and that is size of. So for this, the associativity is from right to left. This is for arithmetic for star, division, and modulus. And the associativity for this is left to right, and then after this the plus and minus, then associativity again left to right, and this is for shift, this is left shift, this is right shift, and the relational operator, and again associativity is from left to right. Then this is bitwise, this is bitwise AND, bitwise XOR, and X inclusive OR. Bitwise AND means this is only applicable for bit, like if we give 1 and 0 and we applied bitwise AND, then this becomes 0. If we give 1 and we apply AND, then it becomes 1. Okay, so similarly for XOR it is same, it is applicable for bit. Similarly for bit it is also, okay, XOR, similarly it is applicable for only bit, and this is like a simple OR. And this is logical operator. This is basic logical and logical OR, and this is for ternary operator, and this is shorthand operator, shorthand SHOR. So this is shorthand operator. Okay, sorted operator, assignment operator, and last comes the assignment operator, comma. Sorry, 5 plus 6 into 7. How it will be solved? So for star, the precedence is more than these are plus. So first we'll resolving this. So this becomes 6 7s are 42, and then 5 plus 42 plus 5 becomes 47. So the output for this will be this. Okay. So what will be the output for this? So for this, again we have to see the division and the multiplication has the same precedence. So we have to solve this equation, this expression from left to right. Okay, left to right means we should solving this side to this side. So first we'll resolve this, the 5 divided by 2, so this becomes 5 10 to 5 2 is a 10. So this division returns this value, so it becomes 2, multiplication 10, it becomes 20. The output for this will be 20. First, what is here? Plus, division, minus, and multiplications are there. So whose precedence are higher? Precedence for multiplication, division, multiplication and divisions are same. See, multiplication and division precedence are same, so we have to solve from left to right, means from left side to right side we have to resolve. So first we'll be resolving from left side, so resolving on left to right will be first solving division, then we'll be solving multiplication. So let us do 100 plus 200 divided, will get 20. Yeah. Okay. Then 3 into 10. Now we'll solve for multiplication. 20 minus 3 into 0, 30. Okay. Now we're having plus and minus. So plus and minus having the same precedence. We will solve from left to right. That is from left to right means from this side to this side will be solved. Okay. So first we'll get 120 minus 30. This will becomes 90. So our answer will be 90. So for this unary operator, ternary operator and shorthand operator, the associativity is from right to left, and for other it is from left to right. So the preprocessor will resolve this, that is for the standard input and output, and then the preprocessor will resolve this. And resolving, coming to this, what will happen is wherever the P is written, that line will be written with this, that is as here it is written. So this line will be replaced with printf %d slash new line comma x. So this line will be replaced with this line, and same over here, it will also be written as printf %. Main function, as the main function do not have any return type, so by default it has a return type of integer. It has a return type of integer. What does this return 0 mean? This return 0 means when this program has compiled successfully without any error, the operating system will know that the program do not have any error if this program returns 0. Okay, if this returns 1, the operating systems will know that the program is having any error. Now let's solve this. With x is initialized as 2, so x is equals to 2. And if we resolve this, let us resolve over here. So this can be written as a x star 3 plus 2. Now this is an arithmetic operator. First this will be resolved, then this shorthand operator will be resolved, because the precedence for this is higher than that of this. Here this is the arithmetic operator and this is the shorthand operator. So for the precedence, arithmetic operator having the higher precedence, and then the shorthand operator having the lesser precedence. So for this will be resolved. So this could be written as x is equals to this x star. This will be resolving as 5, and later we can resolve as x is equals to x star 5, and x is equals to, what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. So this will be written as x 2 into 5. So x will be 10. So value of x becomes 10. Now the next line will be executed. So as this is resolved with the preprocessor and the written as printf statement, so value of x will be printed there. What is the value of x? The value of x is 10. So 10 will be printed here, and this will be replaced with 10. Now coming to this, for the assignment operator and the shorthand operator, they have the same precedence, so we have to look after the associativity rule. So associativity rule says that we have to resolve from right side to the left side for the shorthand operator or the assignment operator. So from right hand to left hand, when you resolve, that becomes z is equals to 4, y is equals to 4, and then we have to solve for that. So x becomes x star y. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 10, and the value of y is 4, so this comes out to be 40. So value of x becomes 40. Okay, now the next line will be executed, that is p. So again the preprocessor had already been replaced this with printf line, that is printf %d / new line x. So the value of x will be printed. What is the value of x there? The value of x is 40, so 40 will be printed over here. Okay. Now coming to this. This is a comparison operator and this is the assignment operator. So a comparison operator has the higher precedence than that of the assignment operator. So first this will be resolved and then the second this will be resolved. So y becomes that is, we can write this as x is equals to y. What is the value of y? The value of y is 4 is equals to z. What is the value of z? The z is 2. So this written as the binary value. So 4 is equals to 4. Yeah, it's true. So that will be returning as 1 and hence the value of x becomes y. Next coming to this p. So again this will be resolved with printf statement line. So again the value of x will be printed. So what is the value of x? The value of x is here 1. So 1 here will be printed and again this will be replaced with 1. Okay. So now let us solve for this. So let us write what is x is equals to y z. So for the precedence of the function, that is basis is higher. So first we will resolve that. So it becomes x is equals to so the value of z will be substituted into y. What is the value of z? Z will be written here. That is it will be overwritten as 4. So we'll get 4. Okay. So now this equals to is a binary operator. So what is the value of x? 1 is equals to 4. It is no, it is false. So it will give us 0. Okay, but the print, but it will give us 0, but it will not store the value of x as 0 because this is a statement and it's not storing the value of x anywhere. This is simply giving 0. So if we have written this statement as printf %d and then we have given this expression over here, x is equals to y equals to z, then the output for this would have been 0 because here we are storing the value, but in this case we are not storing the value of x over here. So again we'll get the value of p, whatever the value of x is stored, because we are printing the value of a %d x, that is we are printing the value of x there. So we'll be getting the value as 1. Thank you.
Now let us see the output for this code. So as you can see, the output for this code is 10 40 1 1.